Listen, you guys, the internet is forever. So anyone out there trying to convince you that Donald Trump is the stable genius that he always says he is crazy. Anyone trying to convince you that the war between Russia and Ukraine would have never happened if Donald Trump was president is crazy. Anyone trying to convince you that Donald Trump is playing 4D chess right now and he's going to get all the things that he wants and we're going to be rich and all this stuff because Donald Trump has got everyone right where he wants them is crazy. We know what he said before he was president. Yes, he said this war would have never happened if I were president. And when asked, like, hey, how do you know that? He said, I told Putin one time, you better not do it, Putin. You better not do it. And then I told him some of the things I would do. And Putin said, no way. And I said, way. And if you actually think that is not pretty much exactly what Donald Trump said, it is.
And again, I said to Vladimir Putin, I said, don't do it. You can't do it, Vladimir. You do it, it's going to be a bad day. You cannot do it. And I told him things that what I do. And he said, no way. And I said, way.
He told him it's going to be a bad day, a bad day. And then I told him the things I would do. And he said, no way. And I said, way. Like they're third graders or something. But I don't know. Maybe it's just me. But if I were a reporter, and Donald Trump said to me, this war would have never happened had I been president, I would have said, hey, you keep saying that. And I remember that time you said that you told Putin the things you would do to him if he went into Ukraine. And he said, no way. And you said, way. And that's why he didn't go into Ukraine. What was that thing? Because maybe, just maybe, you should tell him you're going to do that thing now if he doesn't leave. I mean, if that thing stopped him from going into Ukraine, why won't that thing stop him from continually ramping up violence in Ukraine? And so Donald Trump is on Air Force One, and someone asked him a legitimate question. They asked him, hey, do you think Putin is disrespecting you by ramping up violence in Ukraine? A legitimate question for a guy who says Putin is his puppet and would have never gone into Ukraine if he were president. So you would think Donald Trump would pontificate on that, right, for a second and think, you know what? He is disrespecting me, and I'm going to give him a call right now, and I'm going to tell him that thing. I'm going to say, you know what? I'm going to do that thing. And when he says no way, I'm going to say way again. And then that war is going to be over. But no, instead, Donald Trump looks at that reporter and says, what news organization are you with? And then the reporter tells him and he says, you guys are losing a lot of credibility. And then he's like trying to move on because he wants to look for the OAN, Newsmax, and Fox News reporter that likes to throw him the nice softballs. But I would have just kind of disrupted him and asked him again. But again, Donald Trump is asked, why don't you do that thing? Why is Putin doing things if you are the guy who would stop him? And Donald Trump has no answer for him.
President Putin disrespecting you by attacking Ukraine when you're trying to make peace there? Is President Putin disrespecting you by attacking Ukraine when you're trying to make peace there?
What did he do?
Well, he's attacking Ukraine.
Is he disrespecting me?
Yep.
Who are you with?
I'm Michael Burkoff, the Washington Post.
You've lost a lot of credibility. Go ahead. What else?
Well, what did he do? What did he do? What did he do? The guy, the president of the United States, who supposedly has the ace in the hole, the one thing that'll get Putin to stop, doesn't even know that Putin has ramped up attacks on Ukraine, even while Donald Trump is expressing peace through strength. Then he says, who are you with? No answer for the question of, is Putin disrespecting you? He just wants to know, who are you writing for? Because if you're not Newsmax, OAN, or Fox News, he knows, you're probably going to ask me some hard questions. So I'm going to go ahead and move on to someone else. Who still thinks this guy is competent? Like, the people who are left out there that thought Donald Trump was competent, why do you still believe he is competent? He is telling you he didn't even know what was going on in the world. He's supposed to be the guy who's the anti-war guy. He's going to get all this peace, stop all the killing. He doesn't even know what's happening. And he says he has the thing that will stop Putin, but yet he has not imposed that thing yet. Because he has no thing. Because it wouldn't have mattered if Donald Trump were president or I were president. Putin is going to be the dictator that Putin is. When Donald Trump said to us that he told Putin all the things he would do, and Putin said no way, and he said way, that was a lie. Because that's what Donald Trump does. He lies. I don't know if you guys know this, but Donald Trump lies. He lies all the time, and that's what that was. He has no thing. There is no thing. He's Putin's puppet, and it's not the other way around. Period. Hey, if you like my content, please be sure to hit that subscribe button. Also, check out the merch at leftlaughs.com. As always, I appreciate you guys supporting my channel.
Don't want no enemies or ops. Envy in their heart, I tell them stop. Vacation on the yacht.